Hello everyone, welcome to ComSolve demo. We are going to do the demo model of stresses and strains in a bench. The stresses and strain of any three-dimensional object can be performed in ComSolve via two options. Number one is that you can build the geometry on your own, or number two is you can absorb the geometry as an input by doing the geometrical modeling using advanced CAD tools such as AutoCAD, Solid Edge or any of the FEM or non-FEM based graphical tools. The drawings can be easily absorbed and the boundaries can be easily defined using ComSolve. In this case as well, we are going to demonstrate how to observe a wrench that is going to be turning a bolt. However, there are certain dimensions which must be considered seriously while evaluating a finite element model. This tutorial demonstrates us a simple static structural analysis. What we will be doing is that a fixed constraint will be provided on the bolt and a load will be applied on the opposite end at a surface. Let us begin this model first. Let us go to file and choose a new file for ComSolve Multiphysics. Select model wizard. In this select 3D. In this select physics, select structural mechanics, solid mechanics. Double clicking it will add the physics interface. Now go into the study. In the study mode, choose stationary study and then select done. Let us save this model as wrench. One, two. Now in the wrench analysis, the first thing is to import the geometry. Let us go into the import mode via the home. In the home toolbar, you will be finding that in the geometry section you have the import. Clicking on that will show the import 1. Now in the file name section, choose browse. In the geometric sequences, we have a file here called wrench.mphbin. This file can be easily downloaded in comsolve.co.in and many other places are available on the website. This demo will help you demonstrate how importing a geometrical model can be analyzed quickly and more effectively in ComSolve. Double click on the wrench mphbin. Now, after this, browse to the build all objects. If we build all, we will be seeing the wrench, the graphical interface. Click the zoom extents on the graphical interface so that the wrench occupies merely the screen that is visible. Now let us add a material to this wrench. Go to the materials toolbar and then click add materials. In the add material section, you can choose built-in materials. In the built-in materials, let us choose structural steel by double clicking on it. Now the structural steel has been added to the component. In the home toolbar, click add material to close the add materials browser. So when this is done, let us go into the global definitions and then add some of the parameters. Right click the global definitions, select parameters. The first parameter is force, the name is F, expression is 150 Newton, 150 space bracket of capital N, close bracket. Now the description is applied load. With this, let us apply a fixed constraint. Go to the physics toolbar, select boundaries. In the boundaries, choose fixed constraint. Then click the wireframe rendering button in the graphics toolbar. The wireframe is available in the graphical window. Now select boundaries 35 only. Go to this page selection, type 35 and hit OK. Now go to boundary load 1 by clicking on the boundaries of the physics toolbar and then select boundary load. Select boundary 111 only, that is, go to the page selection, type 111. And now if you rotate in the stroboscopic diagram in the graphical interface, you will be seeing the surface 111. This is the fixed point where the force will be applied. Now in the settings window for boundary load, locate the force section. All the time force section will be at the bottom of the settings window. For specific value of the total force, type in 00 minus F. That is, on the side change the value to minus F. Then the minus F implies that the force is applied downwards. Let us go for the meshing. Now in the model builder, click on mesh 1. In the settings for the mesh, locate the physics control mesh section. For this, element size must be finer. Now select build all. As you can see, a fine meshing has been completely enveloped over the 3D model of our wrench. Now we will go into the study. If your computer has more than 4 GB of RAM, you can skip the following 4 instructions. Since our computer has greater than 4 GB of RAM, we will go into the study mode directly. That is, what we are going to do is, in the study toolbar, we are just going to press compute. Otherwise, if you are having less than 4 GB of RAM, you have to go into the study toolbar, click show default solver, and in the model builder window, expand the solution 1 node. In model builder window, again expand solid solver configuration solution 1 or solve 1, go into stationary solver 1, right click suggested iterative solver of solid and choose enable. Right now the computation is being performed by the finite element analyzer and it is visible through the progress bar. Thus we see that the current profile diagram of the von Neumann stresses with the color ball visible at the order of 10 power 4 can be seen in the graphical user interface. Now if you click on zoom extents, you can maneuver this in the stroboscopic space and observe that this nut here is actually at the fixed point while the force is applied on this surface. Next, what we are going to do is that we need to analyze the results that is obtained. So, right now, what we are going to do is that primarily the stresses on the solid will be observed. The default plot group shows the von Mises stress in a surface plot with the displacement visualized using a deformation subnode. Change to a mere suitable unit as follows. Surface 1 should be created. That is, expand the results stress solid, then click surface 1. In the settings window for surfaces, locate the expression section. From the unit list, choose megapascal. In the stress solid toolbar, click plot. Now click the zoom extents button in the graphics toolbar, and now let us observe the stress of solid 1, that is, now in the results right click stress solid and choose duplicate. With this duplicated, in the settings window for 3D plot group, type first principal strain in the label text field. So if we go into the results, there is a 3D plot group, and then here in the label field, we are going to type as first principal strain. After this, we are going to go for the first principal strain node and then click surface 1. Right click first principal strain and then select surface. In the surface 1, we have the settings window for the surface 1. Click replace expression in the upper right corner of the expressions window, and then from the menu choose component solid mechanics strain, and in the strain principal strains solid dot cp1. Double clicking on this will put the expression into the settings window. Then in the first principal strain toolbar, click plot. So this is the first principal strain. This is it about the modeling of a wrench in 3-dimensional coordinates using COMSOL. by importing the model from a .mph bin file. Thank you very much.